this is a fun little arrangement for Frère Jacques on ukulele. You could do this on either a high G or a low G ukulele. It really doesn't matter. And if you want a printable PDF of the tablature to make it a little easier to follow along, I have a link in the description below that you can download. But I'm going to tell you everything you need to know in this video, so let's get started. You're going to start with your index finger on the 3rd fret. The whole time we're just going to be, up until the very end, we're just going to be moving our index finger along this A string, okay? So I'm going to always be on the A string. I'm never going to be moving my fingers to any other strings. The rest of the time, the G, C, and E string are just going to be open strings ringing out, okay? So start with my index finger on the 3rd fret A string, and I strum across all 4 strings. Okay, then I'm going to put my middle finger on the 5th fret of that A string, strum across all 4 strings again. Then I'm going to reach my pinky up to the 7th fret and strum across all 4 strings again. And then I'm going to lift these 2 fingers off, and I'm going to just have that finger on the 3rd fret and strum that again. So it looks like this: 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 3rd fret. And it's good practice to, when you add a new finger, keep those other fingers down. Don't go like this. Don't do that. Do this. So see how when after this index finger, I added the middle finger, my index finger is still there. It's just more strong and more stable. And this is a good practice to practice stretching out your hand a little bit. It's good to practice that stretch. It might feel like a stretch at first, but it's good to stretch your hand out and make your fingers sit in those 3 different frets, okay? So 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th, 3rd, okay? And we do that twice. Melody note is on the A string, so when you're I'm just doing down strums with my thumb, and you can try to hit that A string a little bit louder than the other ones, because we want that. Like, make sure you're really hitting that A string loudly, okay? So then, after we do that twice, we're going to shift up to another position. We're going to put our index finger on the 7th fret. Then we're going to we're going to strum all 4 strings. Then we're going to put our middle finger on the 8th fret, strum all 4 strings, and then pinky on the 10th fret, strum all 4 strings. And then we do that twice. Actually, I left one part out. So after you can just do that if you want. And there's like a rest in there, right? 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, rest. If you want to play something in that rest moment, you could very softly strum these lower strings, the G, C, and E string, but just don't hit that A string. So it would sound like this. I kind of like the way that sounds because then there's a strum happening on every beat. So see what I mean? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just nice to have that feeling of the steady strumming happening on each of the 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do that if you want. Okay? Then we're going to. This is the trickiest part. Okay? So you're gonna put your index finger, your pointer finger, right here on the 10th fret, okay? And you're gonna strum across all 4 strings. Then you're gonna put your middle finger on the 12th fret A string, and you're just gonna pluck the A string. So you're not gonna do a strum across all 4 strings. So it's strum, pluck, strum on 10th fret, and then pluck on the 12th fret. And okay, I'm using my index and middle finger. And so after I pluck on the 12th fret, I'm going to lift that finger up. This is why it's important to leave that index finger where it was, because I'm going to strum again on the 10th. So it's 10, 12, 10, strum, pluck, strum, index, middle, index. Okay? Then I'm going to shift my hand, those two fingers are going to slide down and they're going to hang out on the 7th and 8th fret, okay? And I'm going to put both of them down at the same time. And I'm going to first pluck with my middle fingers on the 8th fret. And then I'm going to strum on the 7th fret. And then I'm going to slide that finger down to the 3rd fret, like that. So let's go over that again, because as I said, this is the trickiest part. So I have strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, strum. Okay? So it's always alternating between strum and pluck, I think, right? Strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, strum. Okay, it's always alternating strum and pluck until the very end when there's 2 strums. So it sounds like strum, pluck, strum, pluck, strum, strum. So see how it was strum, pluck, strum, strum. Okay? And it's index, middle, index, middle, index, index. So we're also alternating index, middle, and then index, index. Index, middle, index, middle, index, index. Okay? And we do that twice. Okay? And then we're at the very end. We have strum. And then I can use my middle finger to go. So this is the one time when we play something not on the A string. So now I'm going to put my middle finger on the E string, the 3rd fret, and I'm going to strum just the G, C, and E string. I'm going to let my thumb rest on that A string after strumming those 3 strings, and then I'm going to lift up my middle finger and strum across all 4 strings again while my finger's on that 3rd fret A string. So it's 3rd fret on A, just up to that note G, which is the 3rd fret E string, and then again. And then if I want to do in the 4th beat like a little quiet strum, I could just strum that G, C, and E string if I want to not have a rest in the 4th beat. So it sounds like this. Or you could do it with a rest, so it sounds like this. Your choice, you can choose whichever one you prefer. And that's it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. It's just a fun little nice open string melody to play on the ukulele. Nice and simple, except for that part that gets high. It does get a little bit tricky there. It's important to use the correct fingerings that I explained. And yeah, if you want to download the tablature for this, I have a link. It's a printable PDF chart that you can download in the description below that will make it easier to follow along, hopefully. And that is it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. All those things help me out a lot. And I hope you try playing this yourself and enjoy it. See you guys next week, and have a great rest of your day or night.